Action News 5 Digital Desk. I'm Andrew Douglas. Have you heard about pickleball? Pickleball is the hottest growing sport in the U.S. In the last 3 years, let me give you an example. It has gone up some 223%. This is according to Sports and Fitness Industry Association. So there's like nearly 50 million adults playing pickleball all year long. Let's bring in a pickleball pro from the Mid-South. I'm joined right now by Jonathan Goodwin. He's pickleball pro at Lifetime Fitness in Collierville. And full disclosure, I know Jonathan. I'm a member there. Jonathan, it's good to see you this morning. How's it going out there? How are the pickleball courts?
Oh, it's going real good, Andrew. We're actually here right now, keeping that statistics up right now. We got a lot of players. There's a full courts. We got stacked paddles, and pickleball is booming right now.
So tell me a little bit about, that's great. Tell me a little bit about pickleball for someone that's watching. You know, we have thousands of people that watch us each and every morning, Jonathan. Maybe someone's watching for the very first time. They know it's a little bit like tennis. How would you describe it, and why is it so popular right now?
Well, honestly, pickleball to me is different than any other sport. I love that, you can have grandparents playing with their grandkids, kids playing with their parents. And it's just one good fun sport where everybody's involved. It's a good social sport. I actually picked this sport up during COVID time, and I haven't looked back yet. So everybody, you can see in the background, everybody's loving this sport. We all having a great time. It's a good, real good social sport.
You know, a lot of times people thought that pickleball was just for maybe the seniors out there, the older Americans. But every time I pass by that area, Jonathan, there's all kinds of people, young, old, male, female, all kind of demographics. What makes it so popular?
Well, that's one of the things that I also love about pickleball is it's such a big diversity. Like you just mentioned, we have different races, we have different ages, we have different everything. The thing is about now, kids are picking up in the sport. And once a kid has played pickleball his whole life, we're seeing new levels of the sport. But even 78-year-olds, I just lost to some last weekend. That's what I love about the sport is that it's a great diversity sport and you can have a good time playing with whoever and however. You can meet a lot of good people.
So give me the rules of it. I mean, I've never played it. Okay, but I've asked you about it plenty of times. So give me some basic rules.
Well, the basic rules is that you always want to remember is stay out of that kitchen. But it's a whole lot of rules to the sport of pickleball. The number one rule that we really abide by, especially in my clinics here at Lifetime, is to have fun. Pickleball is a great sport. It's a fun sport. There's a lot of rules and all that. When you first learn, it can make your head stop pumping. But the number one rule that we go by is to have fun regardless of what happens. Like that's the main thing that we get out of this, just to have fun. And after that, all the other rules will go behind it.
Right. So I'm hearing that like pickleball is taking over the golf course when it comes to business networking and that sort of thing. Can you shed some light into that?
Oh yeah, pickleball is definitely taking over. If you ask any pickleball place, we're looking at every square inch of Memphis, and we're trying to see the best place that a pickleball court can go in. I played this sport for 3 months, and I got to looking in my backyard, Andrew, and I was like, I think I can put a pickleball court in my backyard. So now I have a court in my backyard. So pickleball is definitely taking over because the sport is so fun, and like you mentioned, all ages can play. So it's always a great investment to put pickleball there because it brings a lot of fun, lots of social moments, and just a great time overall. So it's definitely taking over the whole United States right now.
So Jonathan, explain to me the racket because that I would think would be the number one piece of equipment you need. How is it different from a tennis racket, racquetball, squash, that sort of thing?
Yeah, so this is actually one of the more traditional rackets right here. And the difference is, tennis rackets have the big springs and have the big, what's the name? These right here is real comfortable, like you said, for singers and all that, where singers not just holding this big heavy racket where it hurts their hand or have wrist issues and stuff like that. And it's just a good comfortable paddle. Table tennis, more of a smaller paddle. So this right here is kind of like a fusion of different sports, of just the different sports of playing like paddle ball. So this is the one that we use for pickleball right here.
Is that the only piece of equipment that you need? What would you recommend for somebody who's, wants to start out, their first lesson or second lesson? What would you tell them to bring?
Well, so at Lifetime, we teach a whole lot of clinics. And when we do our beginner clinics, what we tell them to bring is a paddle. If they don't have a paddle, we let them loan a paddle here at Lifetime Fitness. To bring tennis shoes. Your most important thing is to have good pickleball shoes, because you don't want to come in something that doesn't support your ankle, anything like that. But other than that, pickleball is really not the most expensive sport to get into. It's just really to come with a real positive attitude and have a good time. And mostly that's all you need, Andrew, just to jump into the sport, unless you want to do like what I did and buy a whole pickleball court.
I know you really like it. So let me ask you this. We've done some stories gauging the popularity of pickleball. We've done stories about all these people getting pickleball injuries, mainly older Americans. What kind of injuries come from pickleball?
Well, sometimes with pickleball, I would say it's not honestly a real big injury sport, but I would say the sport that the injuries that come from the sport is mainly could be avoided. A lot of times you're so excited about playing pickleball that you don't take those few minutes to stretch before pickleball and stuff like that. So for me personally, 75 degrees outside, I was playing pickleball and I just jumped right in and I hurt my lower back from just jumping in the sport. But that could have been avoided if I just would have took 5 to 10 minutes to stretch. So the number one thing I would say is to control the excitement and to take that time to stretch before you play, because other than that, it's not really a big injury sport because of the low impact of the sport. So it's a real good sport to jump in. That's why a lot of seniors are in it, because the low impact of the sport. But it can get physical too, as the better you get.
I got you. So how does the scoring work? Is it like tennis? Is it like some other sport? What is it?
So the biggest thing with scoring, this is what I teach every class here at Lifetime also, the best thing to remember when you're playing doubles in pickleball is every game starts off 0-0-2. So when I say 0-0-2, just like basketball, soccer, anything like that, it starts off 0-0. But in pickleball, it starts with a second server. So that's the biggest thing. So once that second server or that team has messed up, then it goes to the next team, and they would say 0-0-1. So each server gets an opportunity to serve the ball. Only on the beginning of the game do you start off with server number 2. So that's the most confusing thing of pickleball. But once you get that concept, then it kind of goes downhill from there.
Gotcha. Anything else you want to mention, Jonathan, with regards to pickleball? If someone's watching this for the first time, they might want to check it out. Anything else you want to mention about it?
Well, just like Andrew, I'm always trying to talk you into pickleball. I'm always telling people to get into pickleball, especially here at Lifetime Gym, because Lifetime Gym, just as you see in the background, if it's a rainy day, it's a cloudy day, we're still here playing pickleball. Also have workouts. We have a cafeteria to eat in. We have pool area. We have outdoor pools. So the same thing with pickleball is you'll have a great opportunity. Me, my family tried to talk me into pickleball for the longest. I did not want to take up the sport. But then they finally caught me up on vacation, and now here I am teaching pickleball. So this is one sport that you would not regret. It's a good time. It's a great way to have good time with your friends, and everybody has somebody who's playing this sport right now, whether it's your coworker, whether it's your aunt, grandparents. So it's a good sport to jump in so you can stay in touch with your friends and family also. So come on. And Andrew, we're looking for you too, Andrew. Come on down.
Yeah, I know. I got to do it. I got to try it, Jonathan. Well, listen, I appreciate your time this morning. Thanks so very much. I know pickleball's the hottest growing sport in the U.S., and you sold it this morning. So we appreciate your time, Jonathan. Thanks so very much.
All right, thank you. I have to get back on the course, okay?
All right. We'll see you.